Prathan here, and today I'm reviewing for you set number 75119, Jyn Erso. And this is a really cool set that BZ Powers sent to me from which I won from the live stream, one of their live streams. And like actually they did put a lot of detail on this figure, but there are some issues that I have which other people could agree on. This is one of the human builds out of I think 2 that are there so far from the previous ones. At least the newer Rogue One construction figures haven't released in the US yet. I think it's coming soon, but only the first wave of the Rogue One figures have been released, which is this one, and then K2 SO4, and I think the third one is another trooper. So, you know, this one is the most interesting out of the 3, in my opinion. And again, the build is very nice, but one of the issues that I have is that, you know, in proportion to the legs and the arms, the body, the torso kind of looks a little too thin, and it just looks it just stands out. It just looks kind of awkward. But another one would probably be just the legs. They do look too big compared to the body. It's basically the same thing, but that's the only issue that's there. But I mean, the other issue, if you can count that, is probably the head sculpt is very nice, which they always do really well. But I don't know why they always avoid hair a lot. I don't understand. They could have made it like how without the mask or without the hat, like in the movie where she had long hair. So they just made her, they just put a cap on her and just covered up all the extra details. So, you know, it would have been nice if they actually made it without the hat. And then just the general hero factory pieces, but just in, you know, different colors just for these construction figures, because we haven't seen it in gray, and I actually haven't seen this one before, this piece. So they're introducing a lot of new pieces, and they're kind of experimenting on new pieces as they go. And also, I think this one's also a new color, but although it does, I think, come in in another one of the construction builds. But yeah, this piece itself is very nice. I actually like it, but still, again, it's very thin compared to the entire body. And one action feature, or 2 of them, which she has, is when you do that, both of her hands move back and forth, and then you can basically pose it and leave it like that, but it kind of shakes and then it can move easily. And then another one of them is if you press this, it shoots the bullet, so that's very nice, and also gives an extra one on the side. But actually, the reason these things in the back are there is because those are her other choice of weapons that come. Well, I don't think I've seen the movie before, so I don't know if she actually uses this in the movie. You could tell me in the comment section below. But this does kind of remind me of that one guy in Star Wars Force Awakens, where he has just one of them, and it just kind of looks cool. You know, you can just swing it around, and it's more fun to play with. And then you can probably leave it there, or if you want to store it back, you can just put it back on these holders which they came from. And then, you know, they just put a lot of pieces to cover up, and just like cover up the one to cover up the back. I mean, one big one to cover up the back too. And generally this is a good figure. I really do like this one, and you know, I can't thank BZ Power enough. It is really a cool set. And then as far as the gun goes, actually it doesn't have a lot of detail. Well, I think we've seen this piece before, and the bottom piece, which I think you can, which you can just take off like that, but I shouldn't do that. Yeah, you can just put it on like that, place it back. And then just on the back also, it's a separate piece to just add a little bit more detail. And then if you want, you can put it back, or you can keep the sticks back on, but I actually prefer the gun over those 2 swingy sticks. But other than that, thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.